Today, the Motorhead Garage crew checks out titanium parts to trick out your ride. How to eliminate odors from any vehicle, increasing shop efficiency, and extending the life of your car or truck. Next on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings.
Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Thanks for cruising along with Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now you were looking at one fine 06 Evo 9 MR, and this car is fantastic by itself, but at JD Customs USA, John, you guys have taken this to another level. Vehicles like this.
For sure.
How?
Titanium. It's easy. The coloring is amazing. People go to that for the coloring first, and then it also has different properties. It's extremely light, rust resistant, and people just really love the way it looks. You see a lot of cars that have basic hardware that's rusty or it's been painted over the years or something, so we try to get them to replace with titanium, which is super light, extremely strong, and you never have to worry about it rusting or actually outlast any car if you put it on it. So that's the kind of thing that we started with.
So you've got the good looks and better performance
for sure,
and longer lasting parts now.
Exactly.
How did this all get started?
Well, I bought this car back in 2015. It was the first Evo that I owned, and there was a ignition system that was kind of weak on the Evos when they come from factory. So I decided to make a more powerful one. I had friends asking for me to make those, and those kind of started taking off and selling, and then people started asking for titanium hardware for some reason. I just decided to kind of go with it. Started getting little tiny bolts for one thing, and then I'd start getting more bolts for other things, and it just expanded on itself, and now we make just about anything you can think of for the Evo and for tons of other cars too.
And so some of these parts are universal and some are vehicle specific here. Let's talk about some of the stuff you brought here on the table. First of all, the shift knobs. They're super cool and they had a lot of personality.
Yes, for sure. This one is our standard GR5 titanium shift knob, and it does have the recess on the bottom side for reverse lockouts for cars that have the 6-speed in reverse there. It's universal. There is a billet aluminum adapter that inserts into the shift knob to fit pretty much any vehicle. So this is the pretty standard one, which is still super nice, but these are the very special, very expensive, solid Damascus shift knobs. I know you've probably heard of Damascus with like knife works and stuff like that, but these are made of two different types of titanium, and they're folded and molded together to get the pattern that you see, and those are actually torch burned by me with the actual flamethrower to get that color.
Sounds like a lot of fun to make to me.
It is kind of, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the plates you have on the front there. First of all, let's talk about this long one here. This is something you've used as nameplates for people's offices,
yeah,
that sort of thing. But you've done it to illustrate the different colors with your titanium. How's that done?
So with titanium anodizing, we use water and a few different chemicals and electricity to get the colors instead of torch burning like you would do on this one. The reason we anodize is because it's a lot easier to control colors and get more vibrant colors and make the part look the same just about every time, so it's a repeatable process. So on here you can see there's different voltages that get you different colors, and like a light green being the top of the scale, and you can see the bear down here, and it goes to bronze up into those colors. So this color here, you would see that it started at the top, so the top is in the water longer than the bottom, so that would give you the blue over to the purple going to bronze to bear.
And of course you can get sort of this rainbow look if that's what you want.
Yeah.
If you want a combination of any of those colors, can you guys do that for me?
Right, we can do solid colors, we can do higher voltage colors, which are farther down towards the green. We have a color that's called rainbow, which gives you more of a pink and gold, light blue, colors like that. This one is our traditional burnt color, which is the most popular, most famous. It's actually the closest you can get to an actual torch burnt colored titanium piece. Those are the natural colors it normally changes to. So we replicate that process with anodizing. And then this is an Evo 10 oil cap, it's solid titanium. Those are just a factory replacement. They look super good. Just pull off the old one, put the new one on.
And of course, you can make these fantastic nameplates we see, and those are really popular.
Right, we sell so many different custom badges, it's crazy. Since there's so many different things you can add to them, and they can go on any car, anywhere you want to put them, interior, exterior. You can put the person who built your motor on the plaque, or just put your Instagram name. There's tons of different sizes and color options, so go crazy with it.
And you've hit on stuff that's under the hood now. Tell me what's on this Evo behind us.
What's not on the Evo behind us?
Basically anything metal,
right?
You make it into titanium.
Yeah, and even some things that weren't originally metal, we make them out of titanium too. The fuse box cover is just a cover titanium that goes on top of the regular plastic fuse box cover. It adds, an extra place where you can have centerpiece, and you can put your logo or put a design, anything on there. We can laser just about anything you can think of on those pieces. The radiator cooling shroud is also another really cool centerpiece. It's right in the front of the car whenever you open the hood. So that's a big piece. It takes a lot of time to make, but also has all those custom options that you can add to.
And around the car as well, I noticed lug nuts.
Yes, lug nuts are one of our biggest selling parts. We just can't keep them in stock. People love them. Once you hold a lug nut in your hand, you're like, is this even real? Like, it's so light, but they're extremely durable. They look really well, and they have an open end on these, so you can have extended studs also. And we also make axle nuts too in titanium, so it saves a little bit of weight along the way.
And even the antenna was not originally metal on this, but you could make it out of metal.
Sure.
And of course, you made it out of titanium.
Yeah, the antennas that come on these were really long and plastic, and they look kind of weird, so decided to make a titanium one that's a shorty antenna, is what we call it. It looks so much better.
We talked about the shift knobs, that's in the interior, of course. The dash bezel, another part you made, and also the steering wheel. There's a ring around there.
Yep, I saw a surface that was just basic aluminum from factory, and there's little clips that come off, and I was like, we can make a piece that just overlays over top of this in titanium, and there's room for a custom logo at the bottom, but we put the factory Momo logo on there at the bottom, and super easy to put on. You just take off the clips, put the piece there, the clips back in place, and you've just upgraded your interior. It adds a big difference.
Of course, the titanium looks great. How do you keep it looking good?
Well, we had a lot of people asking, what do I use to clean this? After they touch it, they're like, this is faded, it needs to be cleaned, what do I use? So instead of recommending another product, we decided to make our own. So we came out with the JDC Titanium Cleaner. This is actually perfect for cleaning titanium. It wipes off fingerprints, any residues, keeps it really nice and shiny, just like it looks like whenever you get it the first time.
And you guys have an eye for things that aren't titanium. If you have these plastic rivets that you see all over vehicles, you can replace them with titanium rivets like this. If you've got a wide body kit or exterior panels that are put on, you can, instead of using these ugly rivets, you can use these beautiful titanium ones instead. Easily removable, and they look fantastic. You can find this entire world of titanium products for your vehicle at jdcustomsusa.com. We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, so do not go away.